Hello and welcome to Monday's maths lesson. It is the 25th of January today and we are starting a new maths topic. Our maths topic for the next week is money. So our LI today is to count money in pence. So this says pence here, okay, that's how we write it. But then if we're writing pence in our books, we also use this, which is a lowercase p. So we'd normally say like 32p, okay? But you can use pence as well. Our first step today is I know all the value of all coins up to 50p. So this is sort of like a recap from year 2. You should have done this in year 2 before, but you might just need like a refresher. Step 2 is I can compare the value of money. So that's using greater than and less than signs to say which amount of money is larger. Step 3 is I can add up coins to make an amount of money. Right, so our first job today, I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to write down the amount or how much each of these coins are worth, okay? So how much that one is, how much that one is, how much that one is, okay? All the way up to the end. Pause the video here and have a go. So you should have paused the video. And I will go through the answers and you can check if you were right or not. So our smallest amount of money is at the top and our largest coin is at the bottom, okay? So these are the coins we're going to be working with today. There are other coins that we will be doing later on in the week. Our first coin is worth 1p, so we write that like this. Our second coin is 2p, ooh. So we write that like this. Our third coin is not 3p, it is 5p. And we write that like this. The next one is 10p. The fifth one is 20p. And the last one is 50p. Give yourself a tick if you got that right. Well done. That is something that we probably covered in year 2, but as you missed quite a lot of year 2, and it was quite a long time ago, well done if you got it right. So, let's move on to today. So, what we're going to do is we are going to add up how much money there is and then write it after the equals sign. So, we've got an amount of money here, we need to add it up and then pop however much money there is in the box. So, first of all, we have got 1p's. So, we're going to count up in ones to do this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have got 7p. The p is written for you in this one. There you go, so you don't have to write it yourself. For our next question, it's not going up in ones, it's going up in twos because that is a 2p piece, okay? So let's count up in twos to work out the answer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's 14p in total. Our next one is counting up, if I look closely, in tens. So we're going to count up in tens to work out the answer. 10, 20, 30, 40. So in total, that is 40p altogether. Next, that is a 5p piece, even though it's really little. And the 5p is the littlest coin, the smallest coin, but it's obviously not the least amount of money. So let's count up in 5 to work it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30p. Remember, they're just swapping this question around to confuse you, okay? So it doesn't matter where the answer goes as long as it goes after the equals sign, okay? So it can go at the front of the question or at the end. Same with the next one, we're counting up in 20s now, which is a little bit trickier, but if you know how to count in twos, you also know how to count in 20s, okay? So we know that 2 is 2, 4, 6, so 20s is going to be 20, 40, 60. So in total, that is 60p. Okay, now it's going to be our turn. So you're going to have a go at this and then I'm going to have a go as well to show you how to do it correctly. And then you can check whether you've got it right or not. So what it wants you to do is it wants you to look at either side of the question, okay? So this is the first question, and it wants you to use a less than, a greater than, or a equal sign to show which amount of money is more. So who has more money, which side has more money, okay? But obviously you're gonna have to work out how much money is in each side anyway, to be able to pop the greater than, less than, or equal sign in. Remember, the crocodile always eats the bigger number. If they are the same, then you will put an equal sign. Pause the video here, have a go, and then I'm going to show you the answers in a bit. So you should have paused the video. Now we're just quickly going to go through the answers. I have to write using my mouse pad, so it's a little bit tricky. So if my numbers aren't the best, then I'm sure yours are a lot better. Okay, so for the first question, we need to look at this bit first. We're going to count up in twos because they're 2p pieces. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that is 12p altogether, okay? Then we're going to look at this side. These are 5p, so we're going to count up in fives. 5, 10. So therefore, that is 10p. So which one is the crocodile going to eat? It's going to eat this side, because this side has 12p, so it has more. Let's have a go at doing that. So remember, you can obviously add the little teeth in if it helps you to remember. Obviously, this has got more coins in it, but it's not always going to be the case that more coins equals a bigger amount of money, okay? For the next one, let's count up in 20s to work out how much is here. 20, 40. So we've got 40p there. Oh dear, I find zeros very tricky to do with this. And then we've got 10p's here, so let's count up in 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. So they're both 40. So what do we need to put in the middle? Well done. You need to pop an equal sign in because they are equal. It's the same amount each side. It's the same amount of money. So for the last question, we've got 10, 20, 30. And then on the other side, we've got 50. I know that because that's a 50p piece. Okay, so which one's bigger? The 50p is bigger, isn't it, than 30p? So the crocodile is going to eat the bigger number. It's going to eat the 50p. There are more coins there because they are worth less. The answer, there's less money there than there is there. Let's have another go. So for this one, you're going to need to count up the money and you're going to need to put the answer in the box there, okay? The problem with this, the reason why this is a little tiny bit trickier, is because it's got more than one amount of money, like more than one coin, to work out the answers, okay? The first one's easier and the second one is more challenging. Pause the video here and have a go. So you should have paused the video and I'm going to show you how to work out the answer. So for the first one, you've got some 10p's and then you've got some 2p's. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to count up in 10s first, and then when I get to the end of the 10s, I'm going to start counting in 2s. So we've got 10, 20, 30. Let me pop 30 down there to remind myself. 30p in 10s. And then in 2s, we've got 2, 4. We've got 4p in 2s. So altogether, that will be 34p, okay? Next one, we're counting 5s first and then we'll count in 1s because we've got two different amounts of money. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're going to count up the 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 add 5 equals 30. So it's going to be 30p. Well done. So, your turn, your job for now is going to be completing either the mild or the medium and then the hot challenge, okay? So you need to have completed either the mild or the medium to then move on to the hot challenge. The questions on the White Rose worksheets get up in difficulty, okay? So if you complete questions 1 to 4, well done, you've done the mild challenge. If you want to challenge yourself further, and I think most of you will want to do this as this is a bit of a recap, you can complete the whole worksheet as they get quite tricky towards the end. If you have finished that, I would expect a lot of you to be doing the hot chili challenge, which is a separate worksheet, and this is using problem solving, okay? Please can you get a grown-up to take a picture of your work or your worksheet and send it in to either me or Mr. Sherman so we can have a look and see how well you've got on. Good luck!